The morning sun glinted off a bulldozer parked on my land, a garish yellow sign duct-taped to my shed. Future site of Pine Ridge Community Center. Construction begins next week. I blinked, half expecting a fever dream or heat stroke. But the rumble of cement trucks and a smug woman lounging under a green umbrella confirmed it was real and ridiculous. That shed wasn't just a shed. It was a classified federal bunker, and these people were about to learn a harsh lesson. 3 days earlier, I'd returned from a town supply run to find an HOA truck blocking half my driveway, typical for Pine Ridge, where the new board pushed their beautification agenda. But this time, a scroll, like some ancient decree, was taped to my mailbox. An HOA zoning change, passed in a secret meeting I was never told about. The board had redesignated non-essential land for community use, and my shed was the centerpiece of their new map. I knew their tactics: fines for imaginary weeds, threats over mailbox colors, even a cease and desist for disruptive wind chimes. But this was insanity. That shed, in my family for generations, was a 1960s cover for a steel-hatched, biometric-locked, two-story underground vault packed with federal tech to make a prepper cry. Hidden from the road by design. The next morning, I stormed the HOA office, a tacky repurposed house with fake pillars, fresh mulch, and flags screaming civic pride. Vivian Holt, the board's queen, greeted me, her smile plastered on, coral blazer pristine, sipping sparkling water behind a faux granite desk. I stayed calm. The shed's mine. Classified. Off limits. She blinked slowly. Oh, honey, all sheds are classified when folks don't share. She claimed the board voted, maps redrawn. File a complaint with the landscaping subcommittee if you dare. Logic was dead. Vivian was drunk on power. My shed her next prize. I left before I said something to earn a federal watch list. That night, Sam Reed, my neighbor across the way, called, whispering like a Cold War operative. Crews snooping your shed after dark. My camera feed showed 2 men, clipboards, flashlights, one prying a panel with a crowbar until a red laser dotted his chest. The shed's non-lethal proximity system, Deer Safe, sent them running. By morning, a surveyor with a drone was mapping my yard, vegetable beds included. Vivian gave air clearance. He smirked. I warned, federal law outranks Vivian. He laughed until the shed zapped his drone with a high-frequency pulse. He packed up fast. I held back escalation. My contact at the Office of Infrastructure Security said, call only for perimeter breach or core touch. I documented everything: visits, emails, Vivian smirks. Then 2 board goons showed up, fake historic registry lanyards, eyeing my garage, asking about asbestos and blueprints. HOA's got administrative control, pending paperwork, one said. I shooed them. They scurried, thinking my bunker was a knitting club storage shed. I activated the emergency protocol key from under the sink, panel in the wall, alert sent. 10 minutes later, DC. Called. Lock it down. En route. Outside, I told the evaluators, move your cars. Blast radius. They fled, confused. Vivian, filming, yelled, our attorney's coming. Wave, say hi to Homeland Security. The countdown began. Not just my land, but a federal line crossed. By dawn, Vivian's community center pitch spread like wildfire. Voicemails piled: Upyoga bookings, chili cook-offs, kids' events. Flyers hyped the heart of Pine Ridge, sketching my bunker as a quaint shed, not a steel core vault with EMP shielding. Vivian hosted a meeting, her slideshow flaunting glass doors, a mural of herself, fake quotes from neighbors like Ellen Walsh, who never spoke to her. I stood, explaining the shed's historic preservation status, federal law barring conversion. Vivian cut me off, accusing me of gatekeeping progress, fining me $2,800 for obstructing development and an emergency lawn correction for a made-up flower path her trucks flattened. Surveillance ramped up. Cameras sprouted, one by the road, another near the shed. My feeds caught HOA contractors faking sign repairs, one with binoculars sipping energy drinks. Tire tracks scarred my grass. Backdoor sensors pinged a secure server 2 states away. Vivian's son, Tyler Holt, a self-styled infrastructure consultant, sculpted with a thermal scanner and homemade EMP tester, muttering, grid analysis, HOA orders. I warned, step back or learn about acoustic deterrence. He bolted, dropping his gear-tagged Exhibit A in the shed. Vivian's email blast, exposing the shed mystery, claimed I'd abandoned it, hinting at suspicious midnight moves and announcing an imminent domain adjustment to seize it. No such thing existed. HOA couldn't override federal law, but neighbors gawked. Kids dared touch it. One leaving a UFO landing note. I activated Stage 2 lockdown. Sensors synced. Alerts flagged feds. Vivian's lawyer, her unlicensed cousin, demanded keys, codes, threatening social advancement suits. I laughed. Codes were beyond me. Locked in multi-agency encryption. My reply: cease and desist, signed custodian, National Infrastructure Zone 7D. Saturday dawned with a roar: bulldozer, backhoe, pickups invaded like a low-budget D-Day. Vivian, in a too small vest marked project overseer, waved a clipboard like a scepter. Balloons bobbed. A banner screamed "Heart of Pine Ridge." Giant scissors gleamed for her media stunt. A reporter and drone guy prepped. Chairs unfolded. Vivian launched her speech. Today, we reclaim this neglected space for joy, unity, belonging. Pointing at my bunker, she glowed. Applause pattered, cider flowed. I let her bask, then stepped forward, device in hand, and pressed the red button. A hum pulsed. The ground shivered. Steel panels slid over wood. Laser tripwires flickered. Armored doors rose like fortress gates. Vivian's mic faltered. The bulldozer cut off, its driver retreating. Gasps spread. A camera fell. I spoke. This is federal property. National Infrastructure Security Act. Breaching, demolishing, or repurposing is a felony. 30 years. Vivian's laugh was shaky. Ridiculous. A shed, not a spaceship. Tell that to the Office of Infrastructure Security, I said. Black SUVs screeched in. Neighbors gawked, phones up. Agents in suits, lapel pins gleaming, fanned out to contractors, one to Vivian, others securing the shed. An agent grilled her on the demolition permit. She paled, stammering. Her assistant tripped, fleeing. The scissors were bagged as evidence. To me, an agent nodded. Custodian, perimeter secure, breach recorded. I pointed to Vivian. She forged city docs, claimed authority. The agent radioed. Civilian, probable cause, processing. Vivian screamed. Rights, as agent cited federal law, leading her to a cruiser. The banner fell. Balloons popped. Social media erupted. Vivian's cuffed clip hit millions. HOA boss busted. Gov property. News ran it. Neighbors whispered. My shed drew stares. Alien base. Missile silo? I deflected. Only met one alien. Vivian. Damage lingered. Sensors misaligned. Systems tripped. Agents probed. Vivian's stunt exposed fraud. Fake permits, $190,000 siphoned to Tyler Holt shell companies for banners, rentals, her consulting. She'd conned Ellen out of $5,000, promising value hikes. Ellen wept, learning it funded Vivian's vacation. The HOA imploded. An audit launched. The board quit. Treasurer Mike Larson vanished. I filed trespass, damage, and endangerment suits. Neighbors thanked me with pies, cards, Joe Reed's mowing offer. Pine Ridge voted out the HOA, forming a volunteer council under Clara Harmano. Fines, no cameras. Vivian's trial: forgery, interference, fraud, landed 3 years, a lifetime HOA ban. Her house, unsold, rotted, signs mock terrorist HQ. The OIS lauded me, adding a plaque, restricted zone. Pine Ridge bloomed, messy lawns, bright flags, waves. My bunker hummed, a quiet line none dared cross.